This is the Green Lady. Once upon a time there was an old man who had 2 daughters. Now one of these girls was a steady, decent girl, and the other was a stuck-up, proud, conceited piece, but the father liked her best, and she had the most to eat and the best clothes to wear. One day the nice girl said to her father, "Father, give me a cake and a bottle of beer, and let me go seek my fortune." So the father gave her a cake and a bottle of beer, and she went out to seek her fortune. After she had walked a weary while through the wood, she sat down by a tree to rest herself, and eat her cake and drink her beer. While she was eating, a little old man came by, and he said, little girl, what are you doing under my tree?" She said, "I'm going to seek my fortune, sir. I'm very tired and hungry, and I'm eating my dinner." The old man said, little girl, give me some dinner too." She said, "I only have some cake and a bottle of beer. If you'd like to have some of that, you may." The old man said he would, so he sat down, and they ate the cake and drank the beer all up. Then the little girl was going on further, and the old man said, "I will tell you where to seek your fortune. Go on further and further into the wood, until you come to a little old cottage where the Green Lady lives. Knock at the door, and when she opens it, tell her you've come to seek service. She will take you in, mind you be a good girl, and do all she tells you to do, and you'll come to no harm." So the little girl thanked him kindly and went on her way. Presently she came to the little cottage in the wood, and she knocked at the door. Then the door was opened by a pretty Green Lady, who said, little girl, what do you want?" "I've come to seek service, ma'am," said the little girl. "What can you do?" said the Green Lady. "I can bake and I can brew, and about the house can all things do," said the little girl. "Then come in," said the Green Lady, and she took her into the kitchen. "Now," said she, "you must be a very good girl. Sweep the house well, make the dust fly, and mind you don't look through the keyhole, or harm will befall you." The little girl swept the house and made the dust fly. Then the Green Lady said, "Now go to the well and bring in a pail of nice clean water to cook the supper in. If the water isn't clear, change it till it is." Then the girl took a pail and went to the well. The first pail she drew, the water was so muddy and dirty she threw it away. The next pailful she drew, the water was a little clearer, but there was a silver fish in it. The fish said, little girl, wash me and comb me and lay me down softly." So she washed it and combed it and laid it down softly. Then she drew another pailful. The water was a little clearer, but there was a goldfish in it. The fish said, little girl, wash me and comb me and lay me down softly." So she washed it and combed it and laid it down softly. Then she drew another pailful. This was clean water, but there was still another fish who said the same thing as the others had done. So she washed this one too, combed it and laid it down softly. Then she drew another pailful, and this was quite clear and fresh. Then the 3 fish raised their heads and said, "They who eat the fairies' food in the churchyard soon shall dwell. Drink the water of this well, and all things for thee shall be good. But be honest, bold, and true, so shall good fortune come to you." Then the little girl hasted to the house, swept up the kitchen, and made the dust fly quickly, for she thought she would surely be scolded for being away so long, and she was hungry too. The Green Lady then showed her how to cook the supper and take it into the parlour, and told her she could take some bread and milk for herself afterwards. But the little girl said she would rather have a drink of water and some of her own cake. She had found some crumbs in her pocket, you must know. Then the Green Lady went into the parlour, and the little girl sat down by the fire. Then she was thinking about her place and what the fish had said, and she wondered why the Green Lady had told her not to look through the keyhole. She thought there could not be any harm in doing this, and she looked through the keyhole, when what should she see but the Green Lady dancing with a bogey? She was so surprised that she called out, "Oh, what can I see? A Green Lady dancing with a bogey?" The Green Lady rushed out of the room and said, "What can you see?" The little girl replied, "Nothing can I see, nothing can I spy, nothing can I see till the day's high die." Then the Green Lady went into the parlour again to have her supper, and the little girl looked through the keyhole, Again she sang, "Oh, what can I see? A green lady dancing with a bogey." The green lady rushed out. Little girl, what can you see?" The girl said, "Nothing can I see, nothing can I spy, nothing can I see till the day's high die." This happened a third time, and then the green lady said, "Now you shall see no more," and she blinded the little girl's eyes. "But," said the green lady, "because you have been a good girl and made the dust fly, I will give you your wages and you shall go home." So she gave her a bag of money and a bundle of clothes and sent her away. So the little girl stumbled along the path in the dark, and presently she stumbled against the well. Now there was a fine young man sitting on the brink of the well, and he told her he had been sent by the fish of the well to see her home, and would carry her bag of money and her bundle for her. He told her, too, before starting on their journey, to bathe her eyes in the well. This she did, and she found her eyes come back to her, and she could see as well as ever. So the young man and the little girl went along together until they arrived at her father's cottage, and when the bag was open there was all sorts of money in it, and when the bundle was open there was all sorts of fine clothes in it, and the little girl married the young man, and they lived happy ever after. Now, when the other girl saw all the fine things her sister had got, she came to her father and said, "Father, give me a cake and a bottle of beer, and let me go and seek my fortune." Her father gave her a cake and a bottle of beer, and the same thing happened to her as to her sister. But when the old man asked her for some dinner, she said, "I haven't enough for myself, so I can't give you any." And when she was at the green lady's house, she didn't make the dust fly, and the green lady was cross with her. And when she went to the well and the fish got into her pails of water, she said the fishes were wet, sloppy things, and she wasn't going to mess her hands and clean frock with them, and she threw them roughly back into the well. And she said she wasn't going to drink nasty cold water for her supper, when she could have nice bread and milk. And when the green lady took out her eyes for looking through the keyhole, she didn't get a bag of money and a bundle of clothes for her wages, because she hadn't made the dust fly, and she had no one to help her and take her home. So she wandered about all night and all day, and she died, and no one knows where she was buried or what became of her.